Oh, my mind is just swimming. Oh, yeah, this is Fine Music, episode 209. My mind is just swimming after experiencing episode 208, the vinyl collection of Murray Thomas. That's just, I got to rewatch that puppy a few times. There's some really great things you pointed out. All right, getting my bearings here. So for my self-indulgence today, I'm actually going to thank Bruce Neat, who is a new member of our group and is also a member of some other music groups and poetry groups. He's a poet as well. He put up on Find Music on Facebook about a group called The Flock. Yeah. But I don't hear you, Fred. You gotta.
I've seen them live.
Yeah, yeah. So, I'd never heard of him, but it's so true what he said, right? They were label mates of Blood, Sweat, and Tears in Chicago in 1969, 1970, and that's the prime time for that kind of music.
It's Jerry Goodman on a violin. He went to Mahavishnu Orchestra.
Yeah, okay. You let that cat out of the bag. Go ahead. You can do it. I was going to get there eventually, but because I learned about Jerry Goodman through the Dixie Dregs. And then I learned he was in Mahavishnu Orchestra. And then now I know he was in The Flock. Well, my knowledge has grown. And just to get to the point, I mean, they were major label mates on Columbia, Sony. But I don't think I can play any, but I can definitely show you the quality purchasing decision you can make if you don't have any of the Flock's music. And that would be to do this. They've come out with the complete Columbia recordings, 2 CDs. Right? The Flock did 2 albums for Columbia. And first album had The Clown. That's the song, The Clown. That's 7 minutes or so. And then even more delicious, Truth was 15 minutes. That really hooked me deeply, right? Because they stretched out. They really stretched out like Chicago and Blood, Sweat, and Tears never did. So I was totally hooked. And they're all good songs. They don't have any bad songs there. Even the bonus tracks are great. That's the beauty of this compilation, is that it's got the 6 songs that are on the album. Right, Truth is the last song on the album. Right, 45 minutes, whatever. And then it's got the bonus tracks, which are, God, they could be singles. And then there are single versions of, shorter edits of songs that were singles, Tired of Waiting and Store Bought, Store Thought. And then Clown is chopped in half. And I love the part 2 that's the stretch out part of Clown. So that was just wonderful. And then their second album is, it's not as perfect as the first one. That first one is just a perfect album. But it's almost perfect, almost. It starts off very moody with this instrumental called Green Slice. And then it gets into, your regular songs, Big Bird. Somebody on the channel recommended Orange Meyer's Island, which is all right. It's okay. But my favorite by far is Crabfoot. That is an awesome song. 8 minutes. It's just glorious. And Mermaid is really a change of direction there that steers away from any. I don't think Blood, Sweat, and Tears for Chicago ever did what this band did with Mermaid, because there's spoken word in there. Spoken voice. It's not even sung. And there's a little bit of that at the beginning of the last song on the proper albums, the 7th song, Uranian Circus. And it's a song about a circus, and so it's got announcers and the sound effects, and so that's a fun 7-minute adventure. And then there's the bonus tracks, and the bonus tracks are great too. There's 4 bonus tracks. And then I guess the band disbanded because of the lack of success compared to their label mates. And the leader of the Flock was Jerry Goodman. Right, so he joined Mahavishnu Orchestra. The rest is legendary. So I want to thank Bruce Neat for this discovery, and maybe YouTube, their algorithm responds maybe a little too quickly. Because on the very same day, I mean, like minutes later, they throw a band at me that sounds just like the Flock and Blood, Sweat, and Tears, and not so much Chicago.
Don, just to clarify, are the Flock a horn-based album band?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's really that Blood, Sweat, and Tears Chicago sound, especially the first album. I tried to not like it, but I had to. Like, it just grew on me like a fungus. Especially when I heard The Truth. That was it. I was sold. Then I heard Crabfoot. Oh my God, I have to have everything. I had to have everything. So luckily, 2 CDs, you can have everything.
Live, they were a great group. Jerry Goodman was, even back then, impressive on violin.
And he sang too.
Band.
He was a singer as well. Did a great job. And group vocals, harmonies. I'm trying to get down to the end of the alphabet here. Sorry, everybody. Get down there. Come on. There we go. Finally got to the end. So my Z collection is now up to 6 artists. And this is the one YouTube gave me, the Zoo. And they're from France. But the one they put up, I guess it's only available on vinyl. It hasn't been put onto CD. And it's from 1970. It's called I Shall Be Free. And this album is so good. It's so soulful. It's even more soulful than Blood, Sweat, and Tears.
Wow.
And it's just great production. I love the singer. You know, this singer does not hold back. Is total confidence, just glorious. And so it's only 35 minutes. So I thought, oh, you know, must be, maybe they have another record. You know, I did a little hunting, and they did do a previous record from 1968 called The Zoo Presents Chocolate Mousse. Not sure that's a way to get popular, but this album is not as well produced as I Shall Be Free. I Shall Be Free, the production is stellar. The Zoo Presents Chocolate Mousse, it's a little more bare bones, but still very good. I mean, oddly enough, this is an even shorter album. There's no song over 224. Oh no, 241. Chocolate Mousse is the longest one at 241. No, there's From a Camel's Hump, 257. Okay, so everything's under 3 minutes.
Wow.
And it's pretty good. There's 2 versions of Have You Been Sleeping. It's really like a part 1, part 2. And so if you like Blood, Sweat, and Tears, if you like Chicago, if you like the Flock, I think you're going to like the Zoo too. Yeah, and good luck finding it. But it's on YouTube. They're both on YouTube. And otherwise, it's rare vinyl, or I did find a download for the first album, but I couldn't find one for the second. Right. But so thank you, Bruce Neat. You led me to, not even knowing it, you led me to 2 groups in that vein that I think many people love, Blood, Sweat, and Tears in Chicago, right? That horn sound with the harmonies and the good songwriting and multiple talents in the group. It's wonderful. I'll leave it at that. Thank you for your time, everybody. See you next week. Remember, next week we dive even deeper into Murray's vinyl collection. Be here next week. Thank you.